Too many project teams build a nice, bright, shiny risk register on day one of their projects and never touch it again. Then they act surprised when the project gets blindsided by scope creep, vendor issues, or budget overruns. So today, let's take some time to fix that, shall we? Here's a truth that no one seems to tell new PMs. Risks evolve. The stuff you identified at kickoff, half of it won't even matter halfway through your project. And worse, new risks are going to sneak in while you're not looking. According to PMI's 2025 Pulse of the Profession, the highest performing teams don't just react, they anticipate. But you can't do that with a static risk register. Because I mean, like, if you have you ever had a vendor fail mid-project? Has there ever been a sudden regulatory change that impacted your work or stakeholder priorities that shifted on a Friday afternoon? That's why a one-time risk log doesn't cut it for project managers, especially in a day and age when life is moving so fast. Now, first, let's talk about traditional projects. Traditional projects actually have built-in checkpoints for this precisely to make sure that we're updating our risk register. There's phase transitions, scope change approvals, or performance reviews, stakeholder updates. There's multiple different points that can trigger a point where you need to do a risk review for your project. And if you bring in items like Pestle and TCOP, you're able to guide discussions that help drive your stakeholders to think about things in specific ways. Even better, you can run a mid-project risk workshop focused on real deliverables. Don't let your risk register get stale. Make it part of your planning and your planning rhythm throughout the project. And if you don't know how to run a risk workshop, then you're in luck, because I'm going to leave a link down below to a course that I teach on how to run a risk workshop. Get you all the resources, the information, and everything you need to kick one off in your next project. Now, let's jump into and talk about Agile. Agile teams are built for change. So risk management shouldn't really be a big deal, huh? No, that's wrong. Risk identification needs to be continuous, even in Agile projects, especially probably in Agile projects. You start with sprint planning. You add some blockers during your retros. You use that time to catch your processes and maybe some morale risks across your team. And in Agile, you have the opportunity to create a risk backlog, giving yourself the ability to focus on your risks during individual sprints. And if you are using something like that, please take a picture, send it to me in the comments. I want to see this beautiful risk management information radiator with my own eyes. We've already talked about Agile. We got to hit hybrid. Most of us aren't running pure Agile or waterfall anymore. We're in that messy world of hybrid delivery. So here's what works. Schedule that formal risk review at your phase gates and those sprint reviews. Empower both your project managers and your product owners to log those risks, and centralize the documentation, but decentralize the discovery. And then encourage multi-level ownership, governance plus delivery across the team. Get your team to not just manage risks, but get them tackling them piece by piece throughout the project. It makes everyone's life way easier. And that's also how projects succeed and you keep your risks under control. Okay, but how do we make all this actually work? We do this by building a living risk register for our projects, because it's not just a spreadsheet. It's a tool for ensuring that you and your team are managing risks the right way. If you don't have a good risk register to use right now, I'm going to leave a link for you to download a copy of my Excel-based risk register in the description. Start using one today. Your future you will thank you. Now, again, I want you to think about treating risks as a rhythm, not a reaction. Because when it's consistent, when it's visible, when it's adaptive, that's when it becomes a strategic advantage for your projects. Anyone can fill out a risk log, but it takes a real project leader to embed the foresight into the heartbeat of your team with a updated document that is kept updated throughout the project. So again, if you want to run risk workshops and actually master how to build a fundamental risk register and then use that to apply throughout the rest of your projects, check out my course in the description on how to run a risk workshop. It is a step-by-step guide through every phase: prep, facilitation, follow-up, templates, prompts, scripts. It has the works. And then before you go, make sure you like this video, especially if it helped. Give me a comment, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that bell so that way you get future updates on future videos. And tag a PM that you care about that needs to start treating risk the right way. I'm Russ Parker, the bearded PM, and I'll see you in the next video.